Well, good day, my friends. It's your old pal Jordan the Lion, and today we are in Plant City again because one of my favorite antique stores, I don't even know if I would call it an antique store as much of just a complete circus, nostalgia, games. They have just everything there. I want to come back and see what's new. I haven't been here in a long time, and actually one of the last times I was at one of my favorite swap meets in Lakeland, a guy saw me there and said, "Hey, you made a video on my place and it was the best video on YouTube." And it turns out the guy owns the place we're going to today. So you're gonna love this. Daze with Jordan the Lion and you all. It begins right now. So here's kind of the town mural telling a little bit of the history and of course the strawberries, because they're known for their strawberry festival. But where we're going is actually up here on the mural. We're gonna go to State Theater Antiques. This is new. This lady down here, the statue of her, that wasn't here before. Such a nice town. This place is a really great place to eat if you've never been. Look at the front. I mean, come on. I really can't even put into words how cool this place is. You'll just have to see for yourself when we walk in. They call it an antique store, but to me it's more like a museum, because everything in there you could just keep forever. You're gonna love it. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. Look in their discount bin. Right away you got a Marty Stewart tour bus, ghost face. Yeah, look at all that. As soon as you walk in, definitely one of the hidden gems of Florida, one of my all-time favorite places. And Harrison Ford's always here to greet you when you come in, until one of you sees it in this video and buys them. Monarch bicycle, came out of Stone Mountain, Georgia. This place, there's signs, there's statues. That's a Circus Girl statue. They said they just sold the Blues Brothers figure that they had yesterday. Just kind of cool stuff everywhere. Like, look at this. Then you come over here and they have a bar, and behind the bar is Bruce Willis. And then the last time I was here, they were feeding these machines and the machines still play. Those guys, the band back there still plays. That machine works of the fortune teller. And you can actually buy a pair of golden ladies if you need them. Not just one. You can stick with one or get two. Let's see what else we have here. She said they've acquired quite a bit. So this is the Singing Irishman. Welcome back, Cotter. Hey, look at that top hat. Look at all of this cool stuff, all the cool signs. Now we're not even into the main part of the store yet. This is still the entryway. This was, of course, as you could tell out front, it was an old theater, and they've taken it over and repurposed it. But you can get a jukebox, you can get roasted peanuts here if you want. And then there's a whole record store back in here, the vintage vinyl room. And he took us in one of my last visits upstairs to the balcony, which is pretty amazing. I'll show it to you from the other room. Oh, look at all the cool stuff in here. This is the vinyl room, but you can also buy these racehorses. Look at the old hangar. This place is awesome. I just have to do a little bit of talking because of the Beatles music. I don't want to get a copyright issue. State Theater. like that clamshell around the phone. That's a cool look. I mean, every time I walk past something, I have to turn around because I see something different that was right behind me that I didn't notice. I mean, there's just little odds and ends. These are all matchbooks, like different matchbooks from different places in there you can buy. There's a Tijuana Brass Monkeys machine, so they play music and dance around and everything. They were part of the Ringling Brothers Barnum Bailey Circus. When you would walk in, kind of the entertainment in there. And then look at that. 1914 Nickelodeon. You've got an ice cream man cart back here with an ice cream man, so comes with an employee. And then you've got the old gas pumps. You've got an old George W. Bush figure of some sort. Then you've got a bunny bread warmer. It's kind of interesting. Surprisingly, I've never seen that anywhere. An M&M scale. There's an old Hooters sign. And then I love that on the inside he built it all to look like a gas station to display it all. So now we're gonna go from the front two rooms that we've been checking out through the candy section, everything, and then there's all kinds of crazy stuff as soon as you enter the theater itself. Actually, look at the old Wonder Bread. And then you've got some weird fists. I'm not sure what that's all about. And I think that looks like General Eisenhower. There's Britney Spears. See, like I said, there's just kind of crazy stuff all over the place. Now, this is the main theater room, and you can rent it out. I mean, there's projection cameras and things like that. There's more of the coin-operated machines in here. You can rent it out for parties, so there's seating that you'll see as we're walking around. Carousel horses. This is awesome. And they're not piping the music in here, so that should make it a little bit easier. Look at the walls. There's just stuff everywhere, all over the walls. The Jug Drive-In, it's a big like root beer jug. These are all carousel horses on both sides with signs from various places. Then there's a stage down here with Elvis. There's a lifeguard chair. So look at this. Okay, so you got Elvis over here, entertaining right there. Then back here you've got this giant crazy like monster, which I don't know if he's animatronic or if he moves or not, but he's giant. And it really wouldn't surprise me if he did. Look at that, the two giant cigars. And then over here is the big tunnel from Disney. The train caboose from Disney World, Main Street Station. Isn't that neat? And then look at the background for Elvis. That's all a big mural with the center part cut out. Where you see that white, that's all cut out. And then they've got soapbox derby cars driving down the walls. And then behind Elvis, which they have all the themed tables behind Elvis back there. They have someone at the piano. Selling all kinds of signs. There's a duck pond game. Daredevil motorcyclists. Museum of the Macabre. Then they've got the old style sideshow banners up there. He used to have, well, there's one here. He used to have more of like a mini Ferris wheel, I thought. Oh, no, it's this. But that was on the 1920s Atlantic City Boardwalk, the sign says right there. So you can guess your weight. See what I mean? It's part history museum because these are old. That's from 1905, the sign says. Atlantic City Boardwalk Ferris wheel. So it's really more of a museum, although everything in the museum that you see is for sale, so. This place just completely blew Scott Michael's mind when I brought him here. And the people that own it are so nice. Now that's the balcony up there. He's got tons of stuff. He's got a seating room up there. He's got drum sets. Because he was telling me he used to be a burlesque drummer for burlesque shows. And he was able to acquire a bunch of the stuff up there from that. All right, we're going to leave this section of the theater just to give you a little panoramic. And now we're gonna go, we'll explore this section first over here, and then we'll go over there. And there's little ramps that take you up each side. I like this side because I remember particularly that it had a lot of the circus type machines that I like. Like for instance right there. This one doesn't work apparently, but Dan goes fishing. So you put a quarter in there and he pulls something up out of his little fishing hole. Cool machine, I love it. He played it for me the last time I was here. Look at all this, there's one there. There's a band box for the world's smallest band. Then you have Marilyn Monroe. And then when you go down here, a circus star just past the soda stand. This was a famous lion in the Ringling Brothers Circus. Apollo. Apollo used to perform with Gunther Gable Williams. And there's Gunther's boots. And there he is wearing the boots down there. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure why they decided to stop him. Or taxidermy him, I guess you'd say. But I guess he was that big of a star that they wanted to be able to still showcase him. So now we're gonna walk back the way we came. And we'll go over and check out the items on the other side. Look at that, just kind of random things. Oh, that's interesting. This one's a horse. Or, I mean, it's a dog instead of a horse. And that one's a rooster instead of a horse. Okay. I was surprised. Didn't recognize that. Look over here. There's another one of those machines by the crazy looking whatever that is. Prosthetics. There's an old popcorn machine, 1919 popcorn machine. There's an old medicine counter for like a pharmacy with a pantyhose ad up there. Soap, toilet articles, peanuts. Some sort of elixir bottles in there. Probably an old dentist chair, an old dentist booth, I would imagine. And a cigar stand back here. I hear the train. What a cool place. I hope you guys enjoyed this. They definitely added quite a bit. Let's go catch the train while it's going by. Sorry, we missed that train. That's too bad. Look, there's Julia Roberts. Well, even though it says balcony's closed, she said I can go up. As soon as we enter the hallway to walk in, there's all kinds of games and posters and sideshow stuff all over. Yeah, she said, "Are you Jordan?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Okay, I just called my husband. He said to open the upstairs and let you go back up and look around, so we'll take it." Look at all that cool stuff. Oh, man. That's the funny thing. You see all that cool stuff in there for free, and this is all upstairs that most people never see. What is that? Oh. Stilt walking chimpanzees. Look at that contraption. Let's go into the red garter. Crystal ball. I forgot this was up here. I remember it now, obviously, but I forgot that this part of it was up here. I'm going to show you the stuff we were looking at from downstairs. That's the stuff I remembered the most, but now keep in mind I told you that he used to work. I think he told me when he was really young, he got to start playing drums in like a burlesque show. So that's where a lot of this stuff comes from. But I love the whole stage. See, there's all this area up here in the balcony that you can arrange the seats. And that's what we were looking at earlier. where they're at down there. But look at all the tables. All the tables are like women's bodies from the legs down. So that's like a belly dancer skirt with a garter. Down here we've got the G-string kind of look. And another one. And then look at all the stuff. There's his drum set. So you could have bands perform here if you wanted to, obviously. Right there's a keyboard and microphone. The whip. An old ride, the whip. And then look over here, he's got a couple of magic tricks where all the seating was. Now that we're down to the end, you can see this saw the woman in half. And it looks like a dog house that they would have put maybe a dog in and done the swords trick. Yeah. Every time you think you've seen something new, then you've got the Tampa rail car over there. You've got the woman popping out up here, up top looking, seeing what's going on. Now that's unique. Look at the Popeye artwork there. What's happening to Bluto? Then over here, when you get to this far side we were just at, there's another stairwell. And he said this was done to be kind of like a New York theme. And when you get halfway down the staircase, we won't go the full way because he's got the door blocked down there, but you can see inside all the barrels that are being stored. Isn't that crazy? Oh, and we came up, we missed the sea witch I'm seeing on the way back. Ah! Well, my friends, I think our time here in the fun house is about done. Now do you see what I mean, where it's an antique store but a museum at the same time? Definitely a must visit if you're able to. Well, my friends, I hope you enjoyed our day in Plant City once again. There's always something new to see here, and the antique stores are amazing here. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great night, and goodbye.